Oh, God. Alright. Here we go. Somewhat regrettably, it's a bonus Monday stream. Or a Monday bonus stream? Can't remember if I usually put the day first or the word bonus. Let me think. What sounds better? Friday bonus stream or bonus Friday stream? Friday bonus stream sounds like the right one, which would mean Monday bonus stream is the right one. Thank you so much. Drive safe. Getting home tonight. Alright, little audio check. Getting home tonight. Very nice. This is the first and presumably only time I sit down to play Cronos the New Dawn. And I'm not incredibly excited for it because I'm kind of tensing and preparing for what might be a little bit of a cranky stream. Also, I have been looking for these bonus stream opportunities this past month, trying to get this game done in a reasonable fashion, trying to make sure our schedule is cleared by the time Silent Hill F drops this Wednesday. Trying to get our wrestling streams done. So I've been trying to lean on those bonus streams when I can, and when I see a Monday opportunity, I initially go, I'm going to take that. And then I always remember, too little too late, Mondays are for meta racked, baby. I was just watching play a little burger horror game, and I kind of didn't want to click off. I was like, should I wait till 10:30, 11 o'clock maybe to play this? But you know what? The goal today is to get this done, and I don't know how long it's going to take. It could be quick. It could be a long crucible here. I don't know. So we're going to give ourselves enough time to play Cronos the New Dawn, to finish it, to not feel like we're up against the wall and have to get it done in some, very defined, stuffy space of time. We're going to do our best. Last time I played this, I wouldn't say I rage quit. I didn't get mad. Don't tell anybody I got mad. I think I more tired quit. I only tried it twice, and it was just taking longer than I thought it would, and I was getting tired. Like, if we were in the same spot of the game, and it was like 10 o'clock at night, or 11 o'clock at night, I would have definitely tried it a few more times. But it was midnight, which was already later than I thought it was going to go, and after 2 attempts, I was just like, I can really see a version of this where it's going to take me a lot of tries to get this right. I don't want to have to rush through it, and then it becomes like the frustration feedback loop. It's like I keep losing, which frustrates me, and I'm frustrated, which makes me lose even worse, and it's like we'll just keep eating our own tail, and I just knew that wasn't going to be productive. It was actually something I talked about a couple of times when I streamed this on Friday. I don't know if I successfully articulated it between all the terrible monsters and the shooting and the boss fights and the confusion, but I can be challenged by like a final stream of a game I'm enjoying, because if I decide that night, hey, I'm going to finish this, and then it ends up that there's way more game than I thought would be left, the last hour or so sees me trying to like rush through it, and I'm getting impatient, and then I'm not really allowing myself to enjoy a game that I've otherwise very much enjoyed up to that point. And it's like I'm doing myself and the game and the entertainment value of the stream a disservice. So I never like to do that. So it can be tricky to know how to approach a final stream of a game. And that's kind of that's the territory we were in on Friday when I was playing this. Because I'd reached a point in the church, there was that big boss fight, where in my mind I was like, I think we've done it. That kind of felt like we'd beaten the game almost. And then there was like an entire hour left, and then another boss fight, and then they were throwing like progress puzzles at us, and then there was the final boss fight. And I don't know that last hour of that stream was, poor game design or anything like that. But in the moment, I was getting frustrated with it and not enjoying it and not giving it its due, being a game that I've otherwise really enjoyed. So I think and hope it was the right call to stop where I did, and that we can hopefully end this game on a high note, on a positive note, because I have really, really enjoyed this game so far. I've been recommending it to anybody who asks, anybody I think would be interested in it, because while I know this was did pretty good critically, and then I saw some kind of polarizing responses, you know, at like a gamer level, you know, in social media and Reddit and stuff. I think time will be very kind to this one, and I'm liking it a lot. So I hope we can end the playthrough in a similar place of positivity and appreciation. Though, again, I'm ready for a true fuckfest. That boss fight was proving to be really challenging, and I expect nothing less here. I may have peeked around a little bit for any kind of hot tips on how to beat this boss, and I guess I got them, but they weren't really... I mean, it doesn't seem like there's really that much of a trick to this. You just got to do it. Dilly's in, he's got decaf. Matt's in, he's got Taco Bell, the two food groups. What'd you order from Taco Bell? I had some Taco Bell the other day. Can I tell you, I am a goddamn fiend for these mini street chalupas. By the way, the implication that you're having street anything from Taco Bell is funny. I don't think you want any street anything from Taco Bell. This is food off of the street from Taco Bell. But wow, they're so good. They're like cheesy steak chalupas, and they're like tiny. You get two of them, and they're very good. I really quite enjoy them. They got the caramel apple empanada back on the menu. We did a big Taco Bell DoorDash late the other night. That might have been, I think that was Friday. It was a risky move. A lot of risk involved in that. Nacho Grande, 2 chalupas, and 3 caramel apple empanadas. 3? Holy smokes, I never did 3. I remember when caramel apple empanada was a installation on that menu, a permanent fixture on the menu, and it only cost 99 cents. Thanks a lot, Biden. Am I right? They cost $3 now. That's crazy. That's crazy! Triple the cost! They are good, though. Luckily, they seem to be exactly how I remember them in terms of quality and taste. Dilly's got the decaf rockin'. We're going to play this. Last night we had the meal cost you $27. I know you at least got the fees waived. I heard you got that Dash Pass. And you were playing Fortnite earlier tonight with brother Nick Molbach, who I don't really want to speak on much further after last night's events at Deerfest. Man, what a show, though. What a great show. A lot of surprises. A lot of interesting moments. Interesting match results. Advantages. Sabotages. 2 real deal contract cash-in attempts. My heart hurt for Big Brother Breedlove. Neither were successful. I try not to, root for anybody actively. I try not to have preferences or biases, you know. But just from kind of an objective, show standpoint, keeping the game entertaining and interesting, I will confess that I was hoping that both of those cash-ins would have been successful. Not because I wanted to see Becky lose her title, not because I wanted to see Nacho or Roman lose the title, just because I thought, what a fun moment it would be if the Righteous Cowboys stole both of those titles and, big heist of the century out of Deerfest. But was it meant to be? Unfortunately, it was really the luck of the draw, You can cash in, but it's really up to what mood the AI was in that day. And the AI was in an interesting mood all night, for sure. As it's prone to be. Oh, he went and picked it up. He put some shoes on, and he got out there like a pilgrim and got his Taco Bell, which means, wow, that was $27, no fees on it. Did you round up to support the Taco Bell College Fund? Man, I can remember the days of driving home at Taco Bell at 1 in.the.morning and just impulsively pulling in on the way home, and you get a couple items and a drink, and you're spending $7-8, and even that would feel egregious at the time. We didn't know how good we had it. And, in some respects, we'll probably always be saying that. Check back in on Taco Bell in 5 or 6 years. We'll be looking back at this moment and be like, we didn't know how good we had it. and they'll be doing a nostalgia menu for like 2022. I'm not really into their nostalgia menu right now either. The empanada's rocking, but there's nothing really else on that menu that excites me. This is the Taco Bell menu portion of the stream right before we play the game. I feel really fine in like having a very drawn out introduction because in theory we don't have much game to play tonight. But they do have the 7-layer burrito, which was a big one for me in my vegetarian days. Now, 7-layer burrito, that's basically the slot burrito. It's like beans and like all their condiments and like lettuce. That was not a dollar menu fixture. That was when I had a couple extra bucks. So that's just when I wanted to mix it up. Back in the day, I just used to show up, cheesy bean and rice burrito, 2 potato soft tacos, large Baja Blast, and pinata. Good night. You're living in the fucking glory days right there, brother. Meatless and thriving. I did get the 7-layer burrito recently for old time's sake. It was never my favorite. It was not something I was going to celebrate, but I was like, you know what? This isn't on the menu usually. Let's just go back around the block one last time with the 7-layer burrito. And the chili cheese burrito, I remember being a big fan of that as a kid, and like supposedly that's been off the menu for years. Like that was a big deal that they brought back, but I think regionally that's been on the menu in a lot of Ohio locations for a long time because I've been seeing the chili cheese burrito on the menu for a while. So I was surprised to learn that that's something people have been yearning after. That's it. That's all I got to say about the Taco Bell nostalgia menu. I reviewed the entire Taco Bell nostalgia menu my birthday last year, my birthday stream. What a moment. I ordered every single thing on the menu. And now we're back, but that menu's surely going to be gone by the time I do my birthday stream this year. If I do a birthday stream this year. My life, the schedule, and the framework of my life is quite different now than it was then. So I don't know how viable that is, but anyway, yeah, WotCW was fun last night. I will tell you, I'm ready for a little break from WotCW. I got my hat on, but after I got my ass whooped in the parking lot and having that crazy turnaround from Turmoil on Tuesday to Deerfest on Sunday, I don't ever want to book 2 wrestling streams that close together again. The expedition of all the usual work and promotion that goes into those was exhausting with only a couple of days to get it done. I was basically working on things all the way up until I went live. There was so much left to do on Sunday, so I was thankful to have the time to do it. I hope the hard work and the effort and consideration was apparent. Try my best to make these feel special, and also because the game is so unpredictable and chaotic, I try to just bend probability in my favor as best I can by putting as much... Whoa, lightning? A big flash out there. It's a rainy night. It's a good night to play a scary game. Also, I'm if I have to get up at any point, we have these flimsy, shitty blinds over this sliding door, and man, the kids are always breaking these blinds when they use the door. They're just so careless. They're always ripping a blind out, and I gotta tell the front office to bring some blinds over here, and it's just it's an annoyance. So they rip, but I still can shove them back up in the slats, but they're not actually hooked in there, so they can very easily fall out. So if Jones goes over there and knocks one out, I'll probably get up to fix it because I really don't like a gap in the blinds at the sliding door here, especially at night. Because people are wandering around out there all the time, smoking weed and shit, and I just dislike the idea of anyone being able to see me. I don't like the idea of being watched. I say that like it's some sort of distinct, unique thing about me. I think we all don't like the idea of being watched in the night by a mysterious outsider. And it'd probably be really easy to do because I'll be so focused on this and distracted by this I wouldn't even notice some goofball fucking clown, a literal evil clown outside taking a peek, and I'd say, buddy, you could just go to twitch.tv/WotReelIn if you want to watch the show, man. It's not that serious. Alright, I think that's all I got to say about that. WotCW will be back, though, sooner than later on the draft stream. On the 30th, that's 8 days from now. That's not very long. But that requires a little less upkeep than a normal stream. Not really the same thing. we will have some matches that night, but not nearly as many as a regular wrestling show. And I don't think... I was going to maybe update the branding and stuff for it. Like, I kind of wanted it to look and feel a little distinct from the first draft night, but I'm so burnt out on doing WotCW maintenance and work and upkeep and stuff that I think I'm just going to stick with what we got. That gives me so much less to do. So we'll have our second draft night. We'll see if there's a big shakeup. Tomorrow, I do believe we will be doing Abiotic Factor with Dilly and Meta, which I'm very excited about. It was why I wanted to take the opportunity to finish this tonight, so then it's done, and then we could do something else tomorrow. So Abiotic Factor should be coming back tomorrow night. And then Thursday, we should be starting Silent Hill F. I think, right? Is my calendar math right there? Let me check. Tomorrow, Abiotic Factor. The 25th would be Silent Hill F. And then Sunday, the 28th, would also be Silent Hill F. And then the 30th would be Draft Night. And then it's October, baby. We full-on spooky season. I think Dilly Tods is also going to be revealing Spooky Tods this Saturday. He's read my letters. He's taken my advice. He's heard my pleading to do a full-on spooky season month of scary games in October. I'm so pumped. He basically said he was doing it purely because I wanted him to. And I appreciate that. I'm glad I have so much stock in Dilly Corp that I could throw my weight around. I recommended a lot of games personally, many of them having a fishing crossover appeal. But it sounded like he had something else planned in addition to those. So I can't wait to see what that is. And potentially if he plays any of the games that I recommended. I'm so excited for Spooky Tots. Okay, I think I've held off as long as I can. Let's get in here. I'm a little nervous for this one, because I very much don't expect that I'm going to come in and just get it on the first try. Find a new fluffy friend during your mission. Alright, so we had a really rough go at this first time around. I guess maybe really rough. I should be more charitable to myself. We got to the third phase both times. Wait. Oh, we're before the cutscene. I thought there was a save. I thought there was a save point after this. Does this go straight to the boss fight? Oh, no. No. Hold your horses there, Pathfinder. That was not what we wanted to do. We wanted to do a little inventory maintenance. Sorry. I thought the direction I was going would have been to you'll know them by their eyes. They do have twinkly eyes. Okay, I want to go towards... Am I going down? I'm going down. Okay. No, I'm not. He's going down. Oh, weird, awkward, directional ladder stuff. Going down. So, something I remember last time was that it seems to me that the torch isn't really useful in this final battle. And for the first time ever, we're not going to need it, so we're going to drop that to open up our inventory. We're going to put it in the box. Torch fuel, goodbye. Okay, so we have our pyres. Now the question is, I think we'll just go for health, right? How much health can we get? Can we buy more large health? Yes. No. We can buy a medium. No, we can't. Can I make health? Yes. Okay, great. Let us... There's another core there, but I think we decided... Unless I can sell cores? Would that be a controversial move? Put this in here for a second. Can I sell a core? Maybe buy another large health? No, I can't. Darn. There's no upgrades to get with the one core, I regret to say. We're just too... Oh, there was a small health in there after all. Alright, so we've got our guns. We've got ammo for each. Now, it is going to give us plenty of ammo in the fight itself, and we've got some extra heals. I remember something... Oh, no. Why do I always think left trigger is going to pull up the inventory? Gee whiz. Alright, let's save. They were giving us a lot of ammo last time, I remember, but I like continuously wasn't really taking advantage of it because I couldn't get my inventory empty enough to pick it up. So maybe that'll change this time. Alright, here we go. So I got to phase 3 both attempts. I regret to inform you my understanding is that there were 4 phases, so we still haven't even seen the toughest iteration of this boss fight yet. So I'm just trying to open myself up to the premise of failure and understand that... Oh, the cutscene going? Oh no, camera just go wild, brother. I'm opening myself up to the possibility of failure in hopes that I won't get frustrated when it occurs. But I did learn maybe a little bit about this boss fight. Maybe enough to get us through it. Hopefully we can finish the game tonight, finally. I will say, before we get started, I'm just like getting my thoughts out now because I know once it gets started, I'm not going to be able to articulate very well. I will say, based on last time, mechanically, I am still not really a fan of this. I think it is kind of cool in presentation, but I think it sort of betrays the entire design of the combat and gameplay, which really, and this might be all cope, once I win, I might be like, never mind, it's very good. But, you know, the combat's very much designed around monsters here, shoot monster. If it gets too close, put distance between yourselves, point, shoot the monster, right? Stomp on the monster, burn the monster. Whereas this guy is running around. He's got, like, full mobility. He's teleporting. He's launching projectiles at you. He's got, like, a really difficult to avoid melee attack. There is no dodge. It just, to me, doesn't feel like a fight that's very well tuned for how the combat is designed in this game, which is a little frustrating to encounter at the very end. But let's go in with hopefully a fresh perspective, and you know what? Let's even watch this one more time. Let's watch it one time to kind of remember what's going on and why we're here, and then we'll skip it and potential repeat attempts. Let's get immersed in this.
Why can't you just let go?
Veronica.
I'll immerse you.
You can't.
Sweet
trust
baby.
him. He's dangerous. I don't know what his plan is. But you can't believe him when he says he wants to save humanity.
Also, shout out Dilly Todd to the new Twitch champion. We have to recognize and acknowledge.
You. And he will hurt you.
He wouldn't.
I've seen it.
I don't understand.
Also, is that Leon Kennedy's jacket?
To let go than to cause yourself even more suffering.
So, you mean to tell me that I should just give up the fight? That I should simply choose death? Is that what you're saying?
No, but what he's going to do to you, it's...
Listen. He told me that you'll come for him. That the collective would punish his disobedience.
I am not of the collective. I am not like him.
So, who are you then?
I am... you.
This guy's such an edgelord at the end of all this. You know what I mean?
I won't let you return.
He's very much a word that I don't think you're technically allowed to say on here anymore.
No.
It rhymes with pimp.
Stop this right now.
Interestingly, you could say pimp, and that's fine. Flashbang warning. I think that's like a deeply blacklisted phrase, the one I'm saying, but it really does apply to him in a big bad way. I don't know if contextually I'd be fine to say it about a fictional character and it's more just like don't call people that in chat kind of gimmick, but...
We just
Meanwhile, everybody's like, what, wimp? The W word? Alright, first and foremost, it seems to me that I should just use my super big gun right now when he doesn't teleport.
It's true. But I never reached out for recompense. Not until now.
Well, I only have one question.
Everything you do.
What does recompense
will lead
mean?
exactly to what you want to avoid.
I will do what I must.
Why is she not wanting him to do it? I might have to try to address that question in just a moment. Okay, first of all, we're using this gun right now. Fuck you! You're a dumbass. Alright, so the thing is... apparently a hot tip is when he has the unavoidable melee in like the next phase, I should run towards him instead of away from him, and that'll make him miss me. Oh, I was trying to pick up the handgun ammo. Alright, this is the phase where he gets it. So it's it's a little obtuse, but yeah, I can't pretend to really know. Oh no. Run towards him. That definitely didn't help, actually. And that didn't help either. Oh, projectile. Ah! Yeah, this could be a long night. Oh! Damn it! Oh man, it's going just as well as it did last time. Yay. I don't know where he is. Oh! Okay, time to heal. Yeah, this certainly ain't gonna be... this ain't gonna be the one, I don't believe. So, we learned... that's the one I'm supposed to run at him for, but I don't know where he is when it happens. Strafe this. So we are Veronica, that woman we were just talking to, and this is the warden, the kind of goofy guy who we've been coming back to between missions, who's been helping us like fix things and like giving us mission objectives. Oh, come on. Like, I just don't know. I just don't know what to do about that. Okay, phase 3. This is the phase I'm always dying on. Oh, so he's the one who went back in time and got captured. And he fell in love with this woman. Hold on, got a strafe. Oh! Oh, you're a bitch. You're a cheap-ass bitch. Oh! Ah! I'm gonna run towards you. It doesn't help at all to run towards him. I don't know where you are. Maybe don't charge, right? Like, he doesn't get stunned at all. Oh, I'm so not gonna beat him this round. Where'd you go? So it's like he went back in time and fell in love with this lady. And she wants to try, like, her big thing is like, hey, I want to stop the world from ending. Oh, what? But she died, and he's been like attempting to clone her. Oh fuck, I ran out of places to go. I'm up here, idiot. I'm being Spider-Man. Oh, look, they don't want you to get him up here. A little cheesy up here. Okay, here we go. He's bad, he's bad, he's bad, he's bad. He's pissed. Let's try to explain this later, I think. Oh! Big AoE attack. We'll try to make sense of it maybe when I'm not doing this, I guess, because I don't like especially know exactly what's going on, and even less so when I'm in the middle of all this, you know? Get down! Ooh! Pick up whatever these things are. Oh, come on! Next phase. Alright, now I don't know what's going to happen. Oh boy. I don't know what that did. What did it do? Oh, it opened a new area? Nope. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, he's doing more AoE bullshit. Oh, what? Do I have to get through here to not get hurt by that? Oh, what? Oh my god, I'm so done. I can't even... I gotta get over here. Give me this. Use it right away. Ah. Oh, shit! Oh, it's so over. Ugh. That's the furthest I've got, but I mean, I'm serious. It could be skill issue, right? But like, I really do genuinely believe there's like no way to avoid half his attacks, and it's just a matter of having enough health to deal with it. Which, to my earlier point, I don't think is a very great design. It doesn't feel very good to play, and it's just so different from the rest of the game. It's a completely, in like design and execution, it's just such a different encounter. My guy's doing like combos. And that last phase is a motherfucker, huh? He's got those AoE attacks, you know. Oh, I forgot I have the pyres. Trying to remember to use the pyres, because I remember those at least working and kind of stunning him too. That might be more of a second phase maneuver. Alright, we just used this one right away, because I kind of wish I didn't have to skip through these. Can we get any other good stuff over here? Take on the trip here. Whoa! come on! You know, it's like there's no way to see him coming. Awesome. I don't know where you are. You're right there. Oh, I should start over. I should start over at this point. Jesus. And that's a huge miss, I think. I can maybe come... I don't know where it went. Here it is. I kind of just want to start over. Like, I don't know where you are. Yeah, I'm starting over. This is stupid. Starting over. It's a waste of time. It's just use headphones, by the way. If I got use headphones. Oops. It's like you don't. He spawns in. He like announces that he spawned in. But yeah, I have no idea of knowing where the fuck he is, and it's like super dark. There's no way to lock on or anything like that. So it's like I'm going like this, oh, and I'm like, you know, I'm standing still, and then he's right there. We're gonna be here a bit, aren't we? I did install some demos I've had for a little bit, some good spooky demos, in case we get to the end of this and there's a good amount of time left and I feel up to playing something else, but we might have to use all the time we have here. Get this phase over with. I'm not gonna be able to take these because my inventory's still full. Oh, I just gotta not fall for that. Because he teleports as soon as you fire at him. See what? Where is he? Come on! I mean, it's all I can do to not fucking run directly into him. Teleports away. Don't know where he is. He's near me. That didn't hit because he teleports away. Oh, why did I do that? Don't know where you are. Excellent. Excellent. No projectile, send it back to you. I don't know where you are. There you are. Okay, great. This sucks. I don't want to be a shitty fucking piss baby, like, so soon, right? But this really stinks a lot. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are. Yeah, I'm aware. I shouldn't even bother opening these boxes. Because, yeah, he's gonna... Raw! He's like such a... Like, who are you? You were so funny and, like, quirky before. Now he's all, like, unhinged. No one can have you. If I can't have you, no one can. Oh my god. I can't believe I got out of that without taking damage. Like, this in execution is kind of cool, right? The 0G and stuff, but like... I wonder if it's almost worth not charging. Okay, that was interesting. No, it's not your turn. Fuck off! I'm serious. It's unavoidable. There is nothing I can do about that. It feels so shitty. The tip I read was to run towards it, but it seems like... I see how it could work, but it is definitely not, like, the solution, you know what I mean? Like, circumstantially, you might line it up in a way where that's a great place to land. Why? Alright, well, I think I'm cooked on this run, too. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay, next phase. Not really excited about it. Make it help, make it help, make it help! Okay. Do it! Well, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Fucking friend zone Freddy over here. Oh shit! Oh no! I don't know where you are. Gonna try to get this held. I don't know where you are. Can't pick it up. Fuck, 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 fuck! Come on. What? Wow. What? God, he's teleporting me, you know? It's like fucked. Give me that. I don't know where he is. Oh! Oh my god! I mean, what could I do differently? You know what I mean? when he teleports immediately in front of me. Bro's fucking hacking. Okay. I mean, I'm done. And I'm done. This sucks, man. Thanks for the bit. Thanks for tuning in. This sucks. This is gonna like I don't rate games obviously, but this is gonna take like a half a number off the final tally. That's how much this sucks. I mean, I don't even like. What can I be doing differently? Like, feel free to tell me. You know what I mean? I don't really think there's much else I could be doing. It just doesn't feel to me like a thing I can memorize. You know, it's not like he telegraphs his moves, but then what can I do? His thing is, I'm going to teleport right behind you and hit you, and then I'm going to teleport right in front of you and hit you again, and then I'm going to do a gigantic AoE that you have to run away from to not take massive damage. However, I'm going to teleport you around the map as well. Stagger him? I could try, but it's also like...
It's time to correct the mistakes of the past.
Did I miss that? Oh no, he's on the ground. I almost wonder if I shouldn't bring the big gun. I mean, it does bypass this entire phase almost. But then it's stuck in my inventory for the rest of the fight. You know, that's a extra... Oh, okay. Alright, we're starting over. It's one of those things where if I take a hit on the first phase, we're starting over. There's no excuse for that. Stagger him out of the charge. I don't think I can use... I don't think I can use that gun on any phase except the first one, because he is... I barely have enough time to charge my regular weapons against him. I really don't. He's teleporting by like the time you get maybe in the second phase, maybe, but by the time you get to the third and especially the fourth, the guy is barely around. There's no way I'm gonna hit him. But with the first round being pretty simple, part of me does wonder if it's worth just not taking this gun with me so that I can... So that way I have an extra thing open at, you know... I'm just getting agita. I'm getting angry agita. Whoa, bitch. I love that. I love when you waste a bullet. Don't know where you are. I don't know where he is. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to even know where he is? There's nothing... I just have to hope the camera's pointing at him when he says that. I almost wonder if I shouldn't even bother charging, you know? I know it's counterintuitive to, like, the rest of the game, but so is this entire sequence. Okay. He's gone. Don't know where you are. Unavoidable move. Love an unavoidable move from off camera. Oh, when he does this, you just stand there and shoot him? But it's tricky, right? Because, like, getting through this phase isn't my problem. It's surviving the next phase. You know what I mean? But I guess if I could shorten this phase... If I can shorten this phase, in theory, I could get to the next one with more health. Why did that one hit? Bullshit artist. Okay, you're right. My turn, you do gotta stagger him with a charged up shot. But it's like, I gotta also know where he's coming from, you know? Oh, fuck. Can't tell if I'm hitting it from here. Great. Yeah, he just teleports if you try to shoot him from up here. It's not... He gets to be cheesy, but not us. He gets to be cheesy steak chalupas, but not us. Oh, awesome. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Makes so much sense. Oh, okay. Get help, dude. Come on! Out of ammo. Beautiful. I just wasted a health. Fucking goddamn it, fuck. I meant to just craft one and I used it. Well, that's it. And that's it. Definitely not gonna be it. Don't know where you are. Now you're doing that. Another one. You're such a bullshit artist, dude. Are you kidding me? Almost out of handgun ammo. That was probably not a good move. Kidding me. Don't know where he is. Don't know where he is. You're joking. I'm done. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You dumb time traveling incel. Fuck you. Dude, you're really mean to me.
Forgive me.
Stop! Please!
Believe me, it's better for this to end now. I told you, what he's doing here is not going to save humanity.
It's fine.
What?
Maybe not now. Maybe not in this time. But there are possibilities. There have to be.
How are you so sure?
I know you've been through a lot. And I believe you when you say who you are. But I also believe that you used to be me. And I don't want to give up now. Not when he came back. Not when we can try again.
He is not who you remember.
He is someone who wants to help me. He is a friend.
He is poison.
Veronica. Please. I want.
Is he going to give us the choice?
Whatever it may be.
No. You are going to suffer. That is your future.
But without it, we don't even have a flicker of hope. Please. I want this.
Interesting. That was not the first try. You liar. Renegade. So, this choice is also curious because I I can't quite say I'm fully comprehending what the choices we're making here. The implication seems to be if we shoot him, then that's basically the end of humanity. If we let him go, it sucks because he's a fucking asshole who tried to kill us and is endlessly going to clone this woman at I guess some misplaced attempt to... So what we learned last time is we found out that he's basically got this like cyborg husk of Veronica in this locker. And all these dead travelers I think we've been seeing throughout the game are copies of her, which we also are. And he, I guess, is in his own way trying to save humanity through finding a way to, like, keep her alive and clone her. But, like, it always goes wrong. It always falls apart. We don't have any of her memories. It's like, I'm going to have to definitely watch, like, a 35-minute lore video about this. Yeah, the ones you're taking shit from as you go are just earlier versions of ourselves. When we found where she was being kept, there were, like, piles of us in like, the basement. And so, like, he's going to keep her alive to an inhumane and incredibly cruel and disturbing level in an attempt to come up with a new copy of her in the version, or in the future that can live. And I guess in doing so, that means humanity gets to exist a little longer. I'm also kind of unclear on whether he's human. He's for the future. He was the visitor, so he was the one that we kept hearing about who visited and got captured by humanity, and that's why we keep running into people in the past who, like, know vaguely what we are. Like, we're finding drawings of our suit and stuff like that because these are all people that he met in the past. And so he's been sending us to, like, collect these people, I think to try and fill in the gaps of our own memory, because they are people that Veronica knew. Well, Veronica was his target, right? He was sent back by the collective to get Veronica. It's not really clear if he fell in love. I mean, he probably did fall in love with her. They don't seem to have a very romantic relationship. Maybe considering the circumstances of their existence. But... you know, he grew attached to her, and, like, his mission more than anything is just to keep Veronica alive. Her mission, having, you know, seen the collapse of civilization, of humanity, the world being overtaken by this nightmarish virus, you know, trying to find a way back from it and to rebuild and reignite the species. So, I guess this seems to me it's like, serve your own immediate interest and shoot him, knowing that all the horrors we've seen in the future of all the cloning and stuff will never come to pass, which I would think... I don't know. What is the... I mean, I guess that's the idea. There's no uniquely, like, convenient ethical choice. If we shoot him, does that mean we will, in theory, cease to exist? I don't know what kind of time paradoxal story we're dealing with here. Like, what... To me, that feels like they're dividing this in a way of, like, what serves your interest and what serves humanity's interest, and those things may not be aligned. So I would think sparing him serves humanity's interest. Are there non-U travelers, or just him and the U? I think just us and him, and then Veronica, who's the original from the past. Also unclear of whether he's responsible for the virus. I don't think that was spelled out, or I've just missed it. I don't. If he is, it doesn't seem it was a purposeful thing. The gist I got was it was something that humanity dug out. It was like some subterranean thing lying dormant that maybe even originated under the steelworks. And we dug it out. I don't think he's responsible. It seemed that way. I don't know that he's responsible for the pandemic itself, but maybe a lot of the surrounding mess of it. I don't know. My Paragon sensibilities make me think I should let him go, right? Like, killing him's the obvious thing to do, so what happens if we don't? And I know Matt's trying to Palpatine me into it, which is all the more reason to not do it. I don't like him. Actually, I did like him for most of the game. What would Batman do? Huh? You know, that's the question you gotta ask yourself sometimes. It was Batman Day the other day. Oh, man. I'll probably come to regret this.
Thank you.
She said she wants it, right? And maybe she doesn't understand the implications of what she's agreeing to. But she said this is what she wants. There's like no other human being left on the planet as far as I understand, so she's the spokesperson for the entire species. You better stay in line or I'm gonna whoop your ass again, homeboy. I say after he killed me like 4 times in a row, made me really mad.
I am sorry for everything.
Look, he's sorry.
Veronica.
I got a Flicker of Hope trophy. Spare the Pathfinder's life. A Flicker of Hope sounds good. Orthodox. Finish the game only with the essences appointed by the collective. Oh, I did do that. Punk's Not Dead trophy. Finish the game with Edward's essence. I did prioritize that for story reasons, so I don't think it mattered. Oh my god, very loud synth. I don't think it really mattered in the story, but I got a trophy for it. Snyder's Batman would have killed him. That's all the more reason to have not done it. That's the last Batman anybody should want to replicate. Unless we're talking Scott Snyder, to be clear. So, very, very loud synth. I feel like I gotta choke up on this mic or you're not gonna be able to hear me. Yeah, he has a time/space sickle. There wasn't a lot left to unpack there, huh? I thought we'd maybe get to explore the implications of what we've done further. Now I do know that I think this game has a true ending, achieved by New Game Plus, which of course I'm not going to do, or at least not stream. Should we do the thing we like to do where we look up what the other endings were? Obviously I'm not on PC, so otherwise I would say let's just watch them, but we can always read what they were, if you're interested. All endings. If we shoot the Pathfinder, according to IGN, if you shoot the Pathfinder, the Traveler will open a time rift for Veronica before fading away. Veronica will travel back to her home time period just before the change, which, the pandemic. She'll rush to Edward Wisniewski's apartment, but it turns out that she's infected and brought the disease back with her. So Veronica, so in like a weird paradoxical way, she's responsible for the sickness because she was infected in the future and brought it back to the past. Well, we didn't do that. If we spare the Pathfinder, which we just saw, he and Veronica will escape through a time rift. Veronica ends up... Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe there's a post-credit. There's more here that we didn't see, so I'm going to stop reading. In case there's a post-credit, maybe. So yeah, again, I need to, read some Reddit threads or watch a YouTube essay, maybe, on the overall what's happening here, because this game was very, sort of indirect and subtle with its storytelling, even though there was some sort of expository dumps when we found out Warden was the Pathfinder. Even still, I can't pretend that I was keeping up 100%. It was a little confusing still, even when I'm trying to answer your questions like who started. Maybe in reading that, maybe I don't know who started the change properly, right? Maybe it's if you kill him, I guess it's Veronica. I don't know. Maybe it's more ambiguous in other outcomes. But it's a very mysterious game as far as you compared it, Dilly, to From Software games, which have a lot of environmental storytelling, a lot of notes to read, and other words, it's pretty abstract, when it comes to cutscenes and conversations and things. It's it doesn't introduce you to the world so much as it just throws you in the midst of it. This world has existed, the story has been happening, and you are coming in, an act 2, so to speak. and it's up to you to kind of figure out, make heads or tails of it, which can be a compelling form of storytelling, and definitely harkens to, you know, the Silent Hill of it, which I bet Bloober were very inspired by making this, as they worked on the Silent Hill 2 remake. They're working on the Silent Hill 1 remake, and my understanding is they learned a lot over the development of that game that went towards this. Now, I'm not terribly familiar with Bloober. I only have played this and the Silent Hill 2 remake, but my perception of them prior to these two games was not great, just based on word of mouth and how people seemed to talk about their games. They did Layers of Fear, The Medium, the Blair Witch game, Observer. Observer looks kind of cool. I might play Observer one day. It's like a cyberpunk horror game. I think you play as like Lance Henriksen. No, I think you play. No, who is it? I don't know. It's not Lance Henriksen. It's from Blade Runner. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Observer, but not Harrison Ford. I just typed in Observer. Observer game. What's his fucking name? He's the replicant. Tears and Rain. Rucker Hauer. I thought that game looked kind of cool. So anyway, contemporary Bloober seems to have really like hit their stride and found out what they're good at, and I'm very pleased with this. Silent Hill 2 was like, in theory, kind of a layup. It wasn't really, but they had this like very beloved, iconic, and proven framework to build off of. They still had the pressure and the challenge of delivering a satisfying game to like a rabid fan base that is very passionate about it. Would have been very easy to fall short on. But they still had, you know, this... Oh, Silent Hill 2 development team. There it is. They had that framework to build off of, whereas this, they're starting from scratch. Obviously, there's a lot of DNA of Silent Hill in this, Dead Space, Resident Evil. It's a very classic... It's a contemporary version of classic survival horror. I should know. I'm the king of survival horror. Oh, let me see. Such is our calling. It's so true. I've been saying that. Let's see if there's something else at the end. It seemed like maybe there would be. Maybe we'll get some more answers here. Yep. Okay, I'm glad I stopped reading once I was like, there's more info here. Let's see if we get the true implications of that choice. Okay, wait, so that's the Pathfinder. It didn't go very well, did it? Oh, Veronica's sick. Oh, I get graded! Yay, fun! I got C. That's not very good. Took us just under 21 hours. We died 15 times. I guess what do you think? 4 or 5 of those were the final boss alone. We let 45 enemies merge. That is pretty embarrassing. That's like the biggest thing you're supposed to not let happen. We failed 45 times in letting enemies merge. We saved 78 times. Yeah, we were not gonna be precious about that. We brought Edward, Arthur, and David to the phylactery, to Blood World, and we got ending B. Congratulations! You have completed normal mode. Now we have New Game Plus, Hard Mode, and Leviathan Skin. Change the Traveler's appearance in Extras. Leviathan Skin. That sounds cool. I had another skin this entire time that I never used because I technically pre-ordered the game. I bought it one day before it came out because I trusted that it was going to be good. But I didn't really want to use this one. I don't know. If I was going to see it in cutscenes, like for me, extra alternative skins are not something I usually would use until a subsequent playthrough. I like to just see the characters they're meant to be seen. This is cool. Bloody and rusty. What's Leviathan? Oh, that's pretty cool. I've got 6 little eyeballs. I'm a little white spider. That one's pretty cool. I would use that one if I did a New Game Plus. Okay, so this is like no happy endings. Veronica ends up infected on the other side, so the Pathfinder has no choice but to extract her essence, which kicks off the cycle once more, eventually leading to another version of the Traveler awakening down the line once the Pathfinder sets everything up again. So really both of them have paradoxical endings. Neither are happy. Either you kill him and she goes back in time when starts the pandemic, or you let him go, she is sick regardless, she dies so he extracts her, which I will say was not respective of her wishes. I spared him and her because that's what she wanted. You could see she did not want to be extracted. She would rather have died, and he did not respect her wishes. The true ending, which you only get after New Game Plus. I'm going to read this ending because I could totally play New Game Plus on this one day, but I'm not doing it anytime soon. So I'm going to read the true ending. If you choose to begin anew, what does that even mean? You'll see a third option after defeating the Pathfinder at the end of New Game Plus. Begin anew. If you choose to begin anew, the Traveler and Veronica will leave the Pathfinder, bitch, see ya, and step into a time rift to break the cycle and start fresh on their own. Without the Pathfinder's involvement, the pair presumably continues investigating the change and searching for a cure. For saving both Veronicas, you'll get the Free-for-All the Scars Trophy achievement. Got it. So there is a happy ending, but you have to play the game twice to get it. That's fine. That makes sense. That's also pretty survival horror in its own way, you know. You play Silent Hill more than once to get a different ending. Resident Evil, you play both campaigns to get the best ending kind of deal. That's okay. I like this enough that I play it again one day, but no need to stream it or any of that. If you want to watch the true ending, go watch it. Observer looks decently rated still. A lot of reviewers have between 9 and 15 hours in, so it may not be so long. It looked kind of cool. It looked kind of like my bag. I got real shitty and cranky during that final fight, which I still would say wasn't a fan of. I just thought it didn't mesh well with the gameplay that you've been trained on the entire game. Like, the boss in the church was also difficult, and I also took a couple tries to get it, but it was more representative of the game I'd been playing, with the monsters and the explosives and picking up resources and crafting in the middle of fights and, fighting this terrible giant monster. I didn't necessarily think that was going to be the last boss. It didn't have that kind of energy in terms of, like, narrative significance, but from a gameplay perspective, it definitely felt final boss material. And I would still say, the last, hour and a half or so of this game kind of drags a little bit. You reach that kind of high point climax, moment, and then there's, a weird amount of game left. I just felt kind of padding towards the end where I was emotionally in a place where I was I'm ready to see the ending of this, and so for it to be do the boss fight you've done twice already, where you run around and the worm guy, you got to blow the barrels up, and then you got to do these electrical puzzles, and you got to do more zero-G stuff, and that part all dragged for me, and the final boss I thought was really egregious and frustrating, and it's in my experience, really had kind of a luck thing going on, because the way he would teleport so that your shots would miss, or he would teleport, hit you, teleport as soon as you got up, teleport right back in front of you, hit you again. It just felt really unforgiving and unfair. Everything prior to that, by the way, I've mentioned multiple times the most consistent criticism I saw of this game from players, but also some reviewers. I think I was just reading IGN. I think IGN gave it like a 7 because they said it was like too hard and repetitive. I didn't think so as far as most of the game is concerned. I mean, it's a little repetitive. It has a gameplay loop for sure, but not in a way that I was like bored or frustrated with. And I definitely didn't think it was too hard. It was challenging in a way that I think you would want a game like this to be. It fancies itself clearly a traditional survival horror, which is still pretty common in the indie realm, but on a big, I mean, you would probably call this a AAA game, right? I think Bloober's there. This is clearly a big budget endeavor. At that level, you can still see horror games, but they really pride themselves on the action. They're taking Resident Evil, a page out of Resident Evil's book, where, a lot of modern Resident Evil, maybe not like Resident Evil 7, but now, we're kind of back to the point where it's like you're picking up a lot of ammo, you're shooting the shit out of everything. Those games are still good, but they're a little further away from that traditional survival horror, like when we played the original Resident Evil last year, where, even your saves were limited, and you're having to always consider what you're taking with you. You're constantly trying to make room to pick things up. This doesn't have what those games do, though, which is a lot of, like, dropping you in the area, a lot of shit's locked up, and you're, like, in that area for a really long time, progressively opening up new areas and, like, having to check your map, and did I go in that room? Like, they don't do the map thing, and I think they have you changing a location frequently enough. The hospital was the level that really reminded me of Resident Evil, and I think the church really reminded me of classic Silent Hill, having some of those re-exploration aspects to it. But this had you moving around frequently enough where I didn't really feel that, which was fine. Almost all the current discourse around Silk Song is people bitching about how hard it is, and it's tough, but it's not like that bad. Come on. And I can't speak to that. Obviously, I haven't played that. I haven't played Hollow Knight. I've not really played any Metroidvania before. I would believe that those games are probably pretty challenging. I think I heard you say you're like, was that you or was it somebody else I was listening to, that like your fucking hands or your wrist, or like you're like developing carpal tunnel or something, like playing that game. I don't doubt that it's difficult, and this game was challenging, but I think the disconnect is probably people expecting that they're going to be able to come in and have enough resources to fight everything all the time. And the thing is, the game does set you up in a way where you can do that. It's not impossible. You just have to explore. And that wasn't very difficult for me to do. That's just how I play games anyway. It's kind of second nature. And I have played enough survival horror games to understand how important and necessary that was. I thought the game demonstrated that that's how it was meant to be played pretty early on. So once I got the hang of it, it really wasn't a problem. Even once I got into harder areas like the Steelworks or the hospital, I thought exploration felt good. I thought progression felt good. It was so rewarding, like finding cores and all the spare energy and like figuring out how to upgrade and feeling the benefit of those upgrades and feeling stronger. And even just little things like, I have one more square in my inventory, I can carry one more thing, and how much of a difference that makes. That is the progression of a survival horror game, right? It's still as challenging all the way through. You are still very easy to kill, but you are becoming more confident and competent and dangerous in your own right. I thought this was really good. I was on the fence about getting this at all. That's why I said I waited till the day before. I needed to see that embargo go up because I knew of Bloober's reputation. I thought it might be a little naive to trust them just because of Silent Hill 2 Remake. And I'd seen enough and said, I'm going to pull the trigger and get this one. And I'm really happy I did. I'm glad we were able to get it done before Silent Hill F comes out. But I'm also glad that we had enough time to let it breathe in areas, and really take it in and enjoy it. I thought, the level design and art style is very horror game. A lot of dilapidated buildings, rust, abandoned areas, blood and gore, dirt all over the place. It's all dark and grimy. in that respect, not like the most unique and new thing, but the setting it in Poland is already different. I can't say I've played many games on this scale that take place in Poland. If I've played any games that take place in Poland, I think the time setting and jumping back and forth between completely destroyed Armageddon to, just as civilization is crumbling, I thought the like juxtaposition of being this character in this insane like deep sea diving / astronaut HR Giger suit, and you are walking around apartment buildings from like I think it was the 80s, and hospitals, and it's like it is a very interesting visual juxtaposition there. The character is interesting from a visual standpoint. You see that big fucking dome helmet and the weird vagina thing, and you're just like, I want to know more. Why does that character look like that? What is this game? What is it about? The enemies, I will admit, I thought were just kind of okay. The monster designs, the orphans, the changed, they're just kind of okay. They were like scary monster people. I suspect, their more merged forms are a little more creative as they have all those different arms and all, and they're spitting shit at you. And I almost wonder if we even saw anything fully merged, right? Like, was there, like, could we have gone further than we allowed them ever to do? I wonder. But the boss fights were distinct in design, even though there was that one creature we fought a couple of times. They weren't necromorphs, but what is? And they were scary and intimidating. I thought this game was like what the Callisto Protocol wanted to be and what it should have been. Because I think in terms of the monsters and some of the design, whereas that was very futuristic sci-fi, you're in like a space prison, with all like the meat and the connected tissue and the people are stuck in it and the monsters are stuck in it. That reminded me of that. Mind you, they're both probably taking that inspiration from Alien, right? So it's all coming from the same place. But for the most part, I thought this was really good. I have carpal tunnel, but those games don't even bother. Oh, okay. I don't know who I was listening to. I was watching somebody stream and they mentioned it, so it must not have been you. I really like this. Yeah, I would definitely recommend Cronos: The New Dawn. And at a narrative story level, did I follow it perfectly? Certainly not. I think that much is evident. I think I got the gist of it. I think I got the general overview. I still have so many questions, like the collective in general, the group that we are born from. What's up with that? What's their deal? Is that like I still couldn't figure out if like is the Pathfinder a person from the future or is he a weird alien? Like I still don't really know. We never got to see anybody under those helmets. And I mean I understand what he was doing, but like what was the basis of the original collective that sent him here? This like weird shadowy future organization that's instructing us to extract these people and bring their essence and their memories back to the future to, I guess, potentially mine their knowledge for a way to fix this kind of thing. Like, how did because humanity fell and civilization, crumbled and died basically in the 80s, how is there this incredibly sophisticated sci-fi future space tech group that's like dropping people here, time traveling, and you know what I mean? Have these advanced weaponry. Like, who are they? Where'd they come from? What are they working towards? I understand the Pathfinder, the Warden, was a rogue operative, but do they have any culpability in the outbreak? That like those details are not super clear. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I misunderstood something. But I'll definitely want to investigate that a little further because I'm curious. And while I don't know if this is a game that, would get a sequel, if it suits this game, if they want to make one, I'd definitely be curious about it. DLC just as well. I don't think they're selling the premise of DLC. I don't think there was like a season pass or anything attached to the game. That doesn't mean they couldn't still do it. But if this is an indication of what the future of Blooper looks like, obviously they're still working on the Silent Hill 1 remake, but if we can expect more survival horror entries from them, or just horror entries in general, it doesn't have to always be survival horror, but if this is the new standard for what we can expect from Bloober, then I will be like eagerly anticipating anything they're working on. I mean, I will be first in line to see what's next, because I thought this was great. I thought this was a really, really cool and well executed attempt at classic survival horror. And if you think of survival horror as being, closer to some of the more contemporary Resident Evil games, which also kind of isn't even true because Resident Evil got away from that. But, if you're thinking of Resident Evil 4, this isn't that. This is Resident Evil 2. You know what I mean? And I thought it was really fantastic. I really am glad I played this one. This game is what Callisto went for and fell short. Real shame about Callisto. I mean, Callisto was also, I think, such an even deeper and unapologetic attempt to do Dead Space. This has a lot of Dead Space in it, aesthetically. In terms of gameplay, it's got a big fucking stomp. You see that big stomp, and you cannot... there's make no mistake, you know where that stomp comes from. Although I think the stomp was way less effective in this than it was in Dead Space or even Callisto, just from a practical standpoint, because in those games you're like stomping the shit out of stuff to kill it permanently, whereas this, it's just kind of a little extra combat move you can do. But I do agree. A shame about Callisto. That game had, I think, just as much, if not more potential than this one did, but this one really did a better job. Not that I needed to put one game down to lift another game up, but I did not have nearly as much to praise Callisto about as I did this. It's 10:50. I mean, this wasn't that short. It wasn't like I came in and played the game for 20 minutes and we're done. I do have a couple demos banked up. We could maybe play something. Yeah, we'll play something else real quick if you guys are down for it. The stream's going to go down for like 30 seconds and I'll be right back, just as I switch games. I'll be right back. But hey, Cronos and New Dawn, really good. I quite enjoyed it. Even if the ending boss was a motherfucker, I was exaggerating. I'm not going to dock half a point. I'm not giving it points, but I'm also not going to dock half a point. It wasn't that egregious. It was just really frustrating in the moment. All right, I'll be right back. And it's not Fortnite, I'm sorry to tell you. Be right back.